So, especially when you're starting, you got to just limit yourself and really just focus on the best. What is the best? What's going to actually give you the opportunity to make, 20, 30, 40% on your money, you know? And, I feel like that's huge, especially when you're starting.
Yeah.
Just opening your account. So.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the reason why we love this game. Like, that's the reason why we stay, like, true to it. Is because we're able to find those big plays, like you said, 30, 40% overnight, 30, 40% within the same day. So just getting a glimpse of those, getting a taste of that opportunity kept us in the game. So that's the reason why we're here, to find those.
Yeah, this is a good play. Obviously, the play that we played today is a great play, but this is just really standard for us. Like, 7% is just a normal win for us.
Mm-hmm.
But, we're really trading this. We really did think that this could have gone another 7 to 10% easily. So, we're aiming for 20%. And those are the kind of situations we're aiming to look to be in. But, part of the sniper mentality really is knowing and being aware when you're not in a situation, when you've got yourself in a situation that it's not actually 20-30% is not really realistically in the view, and just being able to visualize that and recognize that you're not in that situation. That's really the next level of trading, and that's where we are here. And I think we played this play to perfection. I feel like, that was the maximize. That was the maximum that we really could have played the stock. Not much more than this. So it's just really good recognition of knowing that. All right, well, we were looking for 20%, but what we're getting, what's actually happening, and we'll go over it when we look into it. But what's actually happening is it's not really in the plan anymore. So, but
exactly.
It's a great play.
Yeah.
And we'll play this every time, really, because
sure
we've seen it. We've seen the potential with these plays. So.
For sure, dude, 100%, dude, and first things first. This is gonna be a special webinar because we're gonna actually do a live trade review here on the webinar. It's gonna be sick. Mike, I have a 10-minute edit. I got it like a quick. I went through it real quick before I came in. So I hope everything lined up perfectly. But we'll give it a try here with PRED. So we'll dive right in here and just talk about PRED. And you'll be able to see how, through this trade recap, check out how, like Al said, how we adapted. And, we played the play how we expected at the buy. We had a plan set in place. And what's nice about these power hour plays is the market is fairly close to closing. And when it closes, it gives you a whole night to reflect and figure out what you're going to do for the next morning. So it's a good time for you to really give a good look at the stock and judge your plan for the morning. So you'll see, make sure, as we go through this guide, as we go through this trade, you're aware of how we do adapt and end up, selling a little bit before, but, taking nice profit, playing this play how we should. So, all right, Mike, I'm going to go ahead and bring it over, right?
Get it.
All right.
Yeah, it's slow market. It's like, gotta just go for it. Perfect win. I like it.
All right, sweet.
You got the intro and everything.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, before we started, for those who haven't been around us, this is a specific strategy that we trade right here. This is it's a set of criteria that has to line up, and this one that we traded here is a 52-week breakout pattern. And 52 weeks, that's 1 year. When it breaks out, when it creates a new high of the year, that's the thing we are looking for. And then there's a bunch of criteria that needs to come into play for it to be a really high probability setup. And that's what we have right here. This is a 52-week breakout, and it is OTC, which we love. If you've been around us, we trade OTCs way more comfortable than listed stocks, especially on these breakouts. And so once we recognize that it's approaching the 52-week breakout level, Then we now go into the sniper checklist and make sure that everything lines up before we enter this trade.
Yeah, I like that.
So, and then, what we're going to show you is an actual live footage recording, real time footage of us in the stock and us selling the stock for the 7% gain.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
that's
Guys, if you look for these kind of plays, and like we were saying at the beginning of growing your small account, especially if you're under the PDT rule, this is what you should look for over and over.
Yeah.
This is a 52-week. I mean, there's like 6-month breaks and multi-months, but OTC ones are perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, just look at the last breakout here. Take a look at this last breakout.
True.
It's lined up. It's a perfect breakout.
Yeah. And the next day ends up having a very good day.
Look at the next breakout, even in
the next day too.
Oh
yeah, right here too.
That right there is still,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 fat green days in a row after a breakout. It's going nowhere but up.
Yeah.
So that's just the power of it. And unfortunately the stock did close red, but
yeah, right. This was one of them that didn't continue.
It is still technically above the 52.
It's still holding, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be watching it. Hopefully it consolidates up here a little.
So
we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye. But yeah, so everyone, you want to make sure you have your attention to the screen here. We're gonna go ahead and dive in. Like Al said, there's also a checklist. So make sure you check out this checklist of what we write down as we're looking at this stock, because it took us a long time to get this checklist down, and it took us a lot of trades and a lot of different kind of trades, and being in the same pattern, being in the same kind of chart multiple times and having to learn. So it's a lot of trial and error here.
Born ready. Let's go.
Right, here we go. Got the whole team here today. What's up, guys? You got the stock snipers in the house, and today we're going to dive right into action with PRED $554 OTC breakout.
Lovely.
Diving right into action. So we actually just bought it here. We just missed the buy at 472 and ended up spiking pretty nicely after the buy to make that new 52-week high of 474 and push to 487.
Yeah, this is sick. This is just what we love to do. It's an OTC 52-week breakout. We bought it a little before power hour, and that's one of the things on the checklist, the time of the day. It's power hours, prime time, 52-week breakout OTC. That is the time. It was a couple minutes early. It's 2:58 at this point, but it was breaking out. The daily support was there. 460, if you look right there, is clear support. There's VWAP that's increasing all day long up to that 460 level. And we got 472. We bought 1,600 shares at 472, and we're risking, it really should not go below 472 or 460 at all, really. So, and at this point, it's a waiting game. We're in, we bought the break, we've got the support, we've got the cut line, and we're above the breakout. The breakout was 475. We got in right 3 cents right before the breakout. And, now we're just waiting. And, we love, this is actually a little bit choppier than we like, but it's still pretty fluid. The level twos are still flowing. Buyers are coming in, sellers coming in. The volume is active. But, it's still a little bit spread. So, now it's 308, and we've got to dip back to this level. We're back in the 470s, and we're finding some support. And that's what you want to, once you're in the trade, you want to make sure that you're finding support, like you're notifying where the buyers are coming in. All right, it broke out, it had to spike to 489, but now what? Like where is it going to find its footing before going higher? And look what it's done right here. It's found its footing at 472, exactly where we got in, basically at the breakout, the new high of the day in the afternoon. And it's finding support there. So that's another confirmation. You want confirmation. You want to just keep on, assuring yourself this is a trade you want to be in. You're in control. Everything is in control at this point. And
yeah, and another thing out on the checklist that we had, the only reason, I mean, like you were saying, we don't like to get in this too early. This is like I think 15 minutes before power hour, so it is a little early. I think 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But it did have news. It had news on the day. It was very light news, very
Yeah.
very light news. But I mean, sometimes when these things are that close to those
It's
breakout spots,
It's approaching it.
and they're approaching it with news. So I mean, we wanted that original spot at that 465 break,
Yeah.
but once it broke over that, that's why I mean, we knew it once. We actually had 474 as a buy, and it just took 472 because right when it went 465, it was instant.
Yeah.
So I mean,
was
taking a 52-week breakout and
Yeah.
then holding it, which is right there at the close, right there, day close, like you were saying before, it held a certain spot, and that certain spot is a key spot in this stock. It's actually the 52-week breakout.
Yeah.
So for it to hold the 52-week breakout, like it never dropped below that, that's a very healthy sign. Very, very healthy
Big
sign.
green day, 16%. It's over. You're in control. You've got the support. It's basically closing at the end of the day. And
here's the start of the next day.
Yeah, this is the next morning now.
So boom, you get buyers right instantly in the morning, breaking out of that new high from yesterday. That was 489 that it couldn't break yesterday. If it was going to break back down, we were going to sell instantly. But we knew if it was going to get buyers, it was going to try to test 5, and that was the goal, to try to get it into the 5. Obviously, we wanted a little more 515, 520 range, but we'll test it out and we'll see what happens with volume here.
And we're staying patient here. It's 9:31. It just opened. We have that nice cushion and also that nice support. And it looks like we actually, bought it at a really good spot. We end up holding that 472 perfectly.
Yeah, I mean,
Here's a
don't
push. Some volume.
stress yourself out. Like it's the morning. Yeah, it's 9:32. But look, just look. It's got the support all day yesterday, and now you've got the support at 4.8 and a breakout. You've got a breakout here, so you're in control, and that's the main key. Like I said before, you got to stay in control of your trade. Make sure it's in the plan, it's in the sniper plan, it's in the vision, and this is it. This is at this point, it's like, all right, boom, we've got the checklist is still rolling. We've got a new high of the day. We've got a gap up in the morning, and we've got buyers, and now we're up 3%. And the real question is, where how much can it go? So we've got minutes on, and it's 3%. Yeah, that's nice, but let's see if it could really move. So we want to see. We really wanted to see this bust 5, and we were going to take any type of surplus really above 5 where it was starting to show some trouble. So 5 is a big psychology number in the trading game. So 5, it's a big mental number. So if it gets above 5 and it makes a good push, that's a really big deal. But if it has trouble right around 5, it could get tucked right back underneath, which actually ended up happening today. So yeah, that's it. We're being patient and we're just waiting here. It's 9:33. The stock's not going crazy. You see bids come in. You see people chomping away at the ass. So it's not like it's like, oh my God, the stock's going nuts right now. It's pretty controllable. It's already 4 minutes in, and it's hanging around this area. So you have time. You have time to just make a decision here. And we actually get a dip. This is a pretty interesting dip because you would think at this point, oh, is it going to go red? Is it not going to hold its spike? And that's really we have our cut point in line, and we're not gonna go get emotional about it and exit because of a small little sell off. So we're waiting. It's still hanging. We got 5 buyers already back. It's 6 minutes, and actually right there, that's where we took our half sell. We took the half sell right here at 5 because it was hanging, but it wasn't pushing. It really wasn't pushing at the same time. So we took half. We were up like 400, right, or something like that. Mm-hmm. So we took half. We took like 2 something, and now you're relieving the stress even more. And this is not a day trade because you're holding it overnight. So even if you're under PDT, you could take halves. You don't have to take full positions. So and now look, we got another push. We got another push past the new high of the day and new high of the year. So this is nice. This is ideal. This is really ideal for you, to really learn how these stocks move. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the moment that, I mean, at this point, if it's really going to push right here, you might as well sell into buyers. It's already past 5. We saw the struggle that happened at 5 at first. You can wait a little longer and be as patient as you want with it. If we had the full sale there, that's probably around like $700 win right there. But since we put a half sale a little early, take the 550 in the morning, and that's it. You don't even got to stress. If you really want to hold longer, you can, and you can use $5 as a cut, or you profit no matter what. But we've learned in past experiences that taking the bag and not stressing it is the best, one of the best experiences, because you don't have to worry if a sell-off ever does happen.
Yeah. So nice. That wraps it up for the PRED review. That was a good one. Nice.
Yeah, that was.
What you gotta say about PRED, Al?
Oh, I like it.
Any shout out to PRED?
I mean, Pred's alright. Pred's an alright stock.
Came back. We were watching it. We were watching it for a while.
It's coming soon. I can feel it.
Guys, you know,
it's coming.
You gotta just
it's coming.
Be ready for the pattern.
Be on the
like,
lookout. We're gonna drop a trade review soon.
Don't expect like something crazy. You know, just make sure that you know everything is in the plan. If it's not going to plan, you gotta just get out and just move on to the next one. But you know, we're doing. We don't know if PRED's going to spike 40% or if it's only going to spike 10% in the morning. All we're really doing is setting ourselves up to be in the best possible position for this to actually happen. And that's all you can ask for. You can't beat yourself up if you know you're like, oh, you know, it only went up 5. I held on to it and now it's right on the day. I didn't make anything. I make nothing overnight. Like, you can't be down on yourself about that. You have to just know that that's all in the plan. That's okay. That's, you'll be all right. You can move on to the next one